Yeah. Hello, everyone. Smile because it's Grover Cleveland here, and you're watching Ink the Book Show. Wash down your worry with a glass of ink. Say, did you know that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter? And if you like his daily drawings or his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon on YouTube. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, to share, and to subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hello? Hello? Hi! Hey, everybody, it's Ryan O'Connor here. And this is Ink the Book Show. I'm doing laundry. Let's ink a comic. This is page something. Page 208 or something like that. This is a late addition to the book. Let's hope I ink it well. First page of it, ink it. We got two people in the wings of the show right out the gate. At least that's all it shows me. Sometimes it doesn't show me the right numbers. I'm pouring a smidge of ink into a beer bottle cap because that's a sufficient inkwell. That'll get me through a page. So this guy is he's got some personal issues going on. It's a real scribbly page, but okay, there's my pencil. Where's my brush? I just had a brush. Oh, it's right there, right in front of me. Right where my eyes refuse to see. Which reminds me to get some light on the page. So I wanted to do this. I wanted to start this stream hours ago. But I couldn't in case something crazy happened with my work. I had to make sure somebody was going to be okay. Okay, so, but everything's good. Here I am. I wasn't on. Oh, I haven't been on the past 2 days for also, well, one of them was for work-related reasons. I got stuck on a double shift. I did nearly a 14-hour day unexpectedly. And then yesterday, me and my brother Liam and my brother Mike, we went and checked out this Mongolian grill place, which was really good. And they liked it a lot too. And they were talking about we should go here all the time. We should go here every week, which isn't the worst idea they've had. And those are my brothers that... I don't like that line. I don't like that shape I just made there. I'm going to wipe that out. Those are my brothers that do the Nam Just podcast. I don't know what's going to happen with the Nam Just podcast. I don't think they I don't think they need me on it, honestly. But it sounds like my brother Liam keeps getting frustrated with our... I don't know. He's getting frustrated with something. We're a little too chaotic as podcasters, I think. I think that's better. It doesn't flow right into the shape of the hand. There's an angle here. Yeah, I have a hard time articulating myself when I'm trying to make a point sometimes. It's a problem. So, I don't know. But we did just record. We went to that Mongolian grill place, and then we recorded an episode of the Nam Just podcast. Which, you know, whatever. I had a lot of fun doing it. Though there were some clunky parts, for sure. From me, from my brothers. But it was a lot of fun to record. It was like an hour and a half that we recorded. Okay. So this is Mr. Shivers sans mask. Spoiler alert. If you couldn't tell. If you don't know who Mr. Shivers is, that's probably very likely. But then don't worry about who this is. So there's got to be some kind of lighting. A little bit of dramatic lighting on this drawing. I'll get into more of that later on as I figure out what I'm doing. Oh, I was going to put on some music. Hi, love. How are you? I think I'm going to put on some music. I don't exactly know what's on this playlist, but I was just listening to some of it. It's just music that I'm pretty sure isn't streaming anywhere and that I'm probably allowed to play. But if my channel gets blown to smithereens after this broadcast, then we'll know. We'll know a little bit why. I'm going to turn it down, though, too, so it's not too intrusive. Tell me if that's too loud. It'll get louder, I think. But I'm doing good. Love asks how I am. She says she's doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Like I said, we went to this Mongolian grill last night. That is actually like 3 minutes from my house, and it was good food. There's this place where it's kind of like a you like pick how much meat you want. You fill this bowl with however much meat and vegetables, and you pick how much rice you want. You kind of like pick and choose your own stuff and put whatever you want on it, and sauce and everything. And then you hand it to this guy at a hibachi grill, and see, maybe not on Twitch, but on YouTube, I might. That's my YouTube and Facebook, which I also stream to at the same time. Those are the ones I'm more worried about, because I don't think Twitch cares too much. So when I play music on here, I try to pick kind of more obscure stuff that's kind of fallen by the wayside of history. The history of the outcast music I listen to. But yeah, so we picked all this food and then handed it off to this guy at a hibachi grill, and then he fries it up, and then we kind of didn't know exactly how to go about it. We were kind of amateurs at it, and then we're like, oh, we should have done this. We should have done this. Although we were pleasantly surprised anyway with how good what we picked turned out. But we were all thinking like, yeah, next time we come here, it's going to be even better. Here's his eyes. Does this work? I don't know. All right, and then I hope this doesn't, I don't know what music is. I can't find it on streaming stuff, so. But anyway, I think I bought this on Amazon a long time ago. Anyway, Mr. Shivers. So I'm inking with what is it? Speedball. Let's Speedball Super Black India ink. It's a huge 32-ounce bottle that probably would have inked this whole book, this whole 250-page book, if I started the book with that bottle. But I finished some other bottle of ink and then bought this, and I barely put a dent in it. I probably used maybe a fourth of this bottle, maybe. And I'm using a what do you call it? A Winsor & Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky number 3 brush here. And I'm inking on Canson comic book art boards, 11 by 17. You dig? drawn with this mechanical pencil. This, I think it's called Pentel Sharp. I recently got that. 0.9 millimeter lead. And that's all I know. Those were all tools recommended by greater artists than I. I'll say that once I started using this brush as opposed to other brushes, it was a lot easier on my wrist. It's a little more expensive. It's like $24 a brush from them, about, on Amazon, and but they're pretty good as far as I can tell. The Speedball ink is not my favorite. I kind of liked the generic Hobby Lobby brand better in a way, that it goes on thicker, but that also was a lot easier on my hand once I started using it, which is kind of important in its own way. This guy singing is a guy called Brian Duwan. He's a really interesting weirdo from the 90s. Here, I want to see if I can bully Liam into coming on. Come on this stream. Boom. And I'll copy the link again and send it to him. Boom. Maybe he'll do it. I don't know. Oh, I should say I also inked my panels and the what do you call it? The onomatopoeia, the sound effects with I think, no, I didn't use that one. Just some technical pen. I have a whole bunch of different brands of little sets of technical pens. You know, that just look something like that. This one, I can't read the brand because it's faded off the thing. Some kind of multi-liner. Multi-liners are what I use. This is the one I used. It's a Copic multi-liner. But I have a bunch of knockoff brands too. This one was a size 3. No, it couldn't have been that particular one. I know it was this brand, but it wasn't that small. Because this is a thicker line, but whatever I used. My drawer is just a mess of those types of things. The multi-liner pens. I'm gonna hold off on that because I gotta do those legs first. It's got some legs coming out here, I think. These bug legs. Here, this woman singing, her name is Nancy Lynn Howell, and she sings on a Monopuff song, which is John Flansburgh from They Might Be Giants, his little side project back in the. He did a couple albums with Monopuff in the 90s, and she sings on this song. I think it's the only Monopuff track she played for. And then she was in some band with his wife. this thing. This is this Sunday? Is it Flat Old World? She was in both. Flat Old World. And they just did an EP with both bands, Spondy and Flat Old World, which was just more of John Flansburgh's wife's friends getting together. And she sings on a few tracks that I have, and I don't know that she's anywhere else in the world. But she has an amazing voice. I love her. So if you can find the little 4 or 5 track EP by Flat Old World, and or the 4 or 5 track EP by Spondy that were made for John Flansburgh's Hello CD of the Month Club back in the 90s. That's what this is from. And those are pretty cool EP. Those are my favorite selections that I've come across. I love the Spondy EP tremendously. That line didn't go as thin as I wanted it to. Oof. Okay. This is that same thing, Flat Old World. This is Mark Donato singing. Okay. So there's some crazy light stuff going on in the room, which I almost don't know how to represent properly. I don't mess around with lighting very much in my drawings, so it's kind of bold territory to be going in as blind as I am. Blind in that I only kind of roughed some of the lighting into the picture in the pencils. Like on his hand here, I did a little on his face in the pencils, maybe a little on the bug body, but I'm mostly going to be making it up as I go, I think. Swear you'll be the first to know. Okay.
Well, everybody's talking all at once.
This is Eugene Chadbourne.
Everybody's standing on a bridge. Everybody used to stay in the
This is also from John Flansburgh's Hello CD of the Month Club. I think I threw a bunch of tracks from that on there.
Since 6 o'clock.
Is this a leg? Is this a leg here? I don't know if that's intentionally a leg.
Well, each guy interrupts the other. Each guy has no experience. Each one has greenish skin.
I think maybe it's not.
Each one has a hole in their neck.
Okay, so I left this part of the L broken in one of these spittle thingies. There's just some juice flying through the air. I just wanted this bug body coming out of him to look a little slimy. Florp. Florp. Okay.
One says the criminals are 50. One says it really gets to him. Now he's dropped his entire argument. Now he's dropped all the stuff for shooting up in.
There's a track by They Might Be Giants on their first album called which one is it? Absolutely Bill's Mood, where the track begins with Eugene Chadbourne here playing like his kind of twangy, twiddly kind of playing like this. He's playing it over the phone, and they put that in as the intro of that song on that track. Absolutely Bill's Mood. Oops. I wrecked my pee. If you know what I mean. I mean this thing right here. So, I need to be able to get this fine-tuned. Here's a track about a member of They Might Be Giants by a fan that I found one time. Makes you feel the nostalgia of you as a kid. Okay, I'm gonna forego that because I don't think it's a leg. I think it's just scribble. So when I first heard this track, I just found it on just clicking around the internet a long time ago, and it's about one of the members of They Might Be Giants. It's about John Linnell, and he I guess this guy put out a song every week, a new song every week, and it was John Linnell's birthday that this one came out on, so he wanted to do one about John Linnell. And there's he says in the chorus here, it says, "Dear John, did you become what you wanted? Well, you became what I need." And I remember when I first heard that, I thought it was so beautiful. It just made me cry. And there was some other line in there that like kind of like sold that home. It just something about, did you become what you wanted? Because it's really important to me, whether or not it's even something you like to do. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was that kind of moved me. I thought that was a really cool line. This guy, back when I found this track many years ago, I don't. I think I just found him because he had like it was like a page for fans of They Might Be Giants who made their music, and now he does a podcast about They Might Be Giants, a really good They Might Be Giants podcast that I really like called what's it called? Don't Let's Start podcast. And see, most of the stuff, most of these songs are probably tangentially related to They Might Be Giants because I'm obsessed. And I was especially obsessed 10 years ago and earlier. So but this guy went on to make, he's currently making with his buddy a very good They Might Be Giants podcast where they just break down albums and stuff, and he does a lot of research. And I lost this song for a long time, and I really liked it, and I was trying to recover it and find it on the internet, and I couldn't find it anymore. It's a demo for a song he has, I think, since put out an official version with a music video and everything. It's called Woke Up Dark, but I really liked this demo, and I found it on an old hard drive or something a while back. I was really excited. I had some other tracks by him too, but I couldn't remember any of the other ones, so I didn't worry so much about losing them. But
This is Brian Hill. I can't go into detail about what I'm talking about. I've seen your ad. I've seen that you're going to be in the art thing and doing a competition of music downtown, and that class. I cannot think of that. But there's other things that I want to discuss with you involving music and what it means.
Oh man, it's got like "Hey Mickey" in it, or whatever that song is. Let's see, yeah. We're doing a Friendsgiving tomorrow, so I gotta cook. If I'm not on tomorrow, that's probably why. Though I'm gonna try and find some time to do a stream tomorrow, but might not happen. Might not happen. What was I looking for when I picked up my phone? I already forgot. My attention span. She rots. Okay. I think I'm going to do it. So I did these little like hatch lines to imply shadow, but I think I'm going to go one further. I kind of dry my brush a bit. I was dragging it on the paper, like, psh, 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 and then music madness. I understand that this is called scumbling. Scumble, what I'm doing. Ooh, I don't like the hard lines that are kind of happening though. Okay, so then I'm gonna get some ink on here again. Wanted to do these like little marks on him. Like the trap worm that's elsewhere in this book, he has like a circle on each of his segments. This guy's got like two little dots, two little ovals on each segment. Well, laundry's done. I'm guessing it's not even done. Stinking laundry's never done. You know what? The worst part isn't done. I know that. The pulling it out of the dryer and folding it and putting it away. PU. Oh, this is from a live compilation album of a bunch of offbeat people, I think. Yeah, where they're all doing drums. I don't like normal. I don't like Neil Diamond, but I like a lot of tracks on this thing, this album that I have. I bought this from some radio station a long time. It's got They Might Be Giants doing cover on it too, which is why I bought it, but I like a lot of these other obscure artists. I just found out, actually. So this album, it's called Upsalapalooza. No, this is a different thing. I'm sorry. Also, yeah, I'm confusing two different things. This is called Simply Mad, 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 Mad About the Losers Lounge. And I didn't buy that from a radio station. I bought it from Amazon or something. But there is some kind of thing called Upsalapalooza that I bought from, I think, WFMU. And I just found out which is like a New York radio station, I think. And I just found out that my mom still gets mail from this radio station because I bought it to be sent to her address like 11 years ago. And she's like, "Is this for you?" I'm like, no. Wait a minute. Let me see that. Yeah, that's for me. So, while I'm making this comic, I'm making a list of other things I want to make. I want to try and make more like things to give out to people and maybe sell and stuff. I want to make like a mini art book, and I want to make like an Art of Bonehead book. And I want to start making the black and white issues soon, like issue 1 of Bonehead. Even though it's not supposed to be an issue comic, it's supposed to be one big 250-page book. But until I have it all colored, that won't be ready. But I'd like to start putting issues together. So I think since I don't have a scanner that'll scan this in, and the libraries near me, their scanners aren't ideal. They'll scan it, but they aren't working to my liking. I think I'm going to take it to FedEx. I think it's pretty cheap to scan pages there. And that way I can start putting together issues. And then I can start working on colors at the same time. So I'm looking on getting this stuff. I'm moving on to the next step of things. I mean, I only have 5 pages of, including this one, 5 pages left. I have 2 more pages to like pencil out entirely. And I have 2 pages that are penciled, but I got to kind of rework them. And the ones that need to be totally started over, or I mean, totally made from scratch, those are just the most daunting thing in life right now. It's like I can barely like look at them, and when I do, I can't, like my mind just starts wandering away from it. So I'm trying to like beat myself up into finishing the pages. I love Brian Duan. He's a nut. Everything he does is tremendously old-fashioned and in a weird way. Like, he makes his own instruments. Like, I don't know that he made this, but he makes zithers with his brother. And he plays them a lot. I don't know if that's what he's playing here, because I'm not too familiar with the zither, but I only know of them through him. But this sounds electric. Does he make electric zithers? I don't know. I don't know that intimately what he does. I'm fascinated with him. Another They Might Be Giants connection. This guy did the cover. He made the shrine on the cover of their second album. And he was John Linnell's roommate for a while. It's like, I clearly have a problem. All my music is connected to They Might Be Giants. My mind. That I Am Spoonbender song that played very early on, that wasn't related to They Might Be Giants, at least as far as I'm aware. So I got that going for me. One count of non-TMBG related music for me. I swear I listen to other... I listen to things that aren't attached to them in my mind in some way. I just like the blowing my mind. get some ink off this brush. So I twirl it on the page over here to keep the point on my brush. Hopefully that'll help me get a real fine line. Good. That's what I was going for. Here's something that's not They Might Be Giants related. This is just something I found on MySpace Music back in the day. I was just clicking on random bands that popped up, and this was called One Groovy Coconut. And this song is called Super Ball, and I love it. And I can't find it anywhere. I think this is another one I almost lost for a long time. Oh, I love this. I don't think this band ever did anything. It's just some like garage band out of Tallahassee or something, who knows? But I'm glad I have this song. I just like it. It's kind of like it was made just for me, because ain't nobody gonna have this song, But now I'm sharing it with you. Bury me up on the moon. Or whatever he says. All right. Okay, this is actually on They Might Be Giants' podcast. Actually, I probably shouldn't play this one because that is on. I'm gonna skip that. But that was The Problem with America by the Vitamin. And I swear I've listened to that album on Spotify, so I'll skip that. I love this song by Brian Duan. Feel the Brain. This is like, I I don't think this is the album version, is it? No, it's a live version. It's real quiet, but that's okay. I just need some background noise, so when I get quiet, it's less quiet than dead quiet, you know? How many times can you fit quiet into a sentence? Okay. Buzzinga.
And wet and knowing, huge but so alive, few of God's creations scarcely can compare. Who can explain the mysteries?
So, if I didn't say, because I don't think I did, this is page 208, allegedly, of my 250-page book called Bonehead. I don't think I said what it was from. I'm working on my first graphic novel called Bonehead. I have most of my pages outside this room, but I'll show off the few that I have in the room that are finished. These are all toward the end of the book. So here's some stuff, spoilery stuff. There's Bonehead fighting a giant monster worm. I don't want to show exactly the whole pages at the moment. Here's his friends. Enemies? Question mark? No, friends. This is Doug Tenaple. I got his CD from him a while back, but I don't know if you can find these outside eBay. It's his Doug Tenaple, the comic book artist that I'm a little obsessed with. He's got like 20 graphic novels. He made a CD because he wanted to be in a band and make a CD many years ago. And this is actually a cover of a Daniel Amos song. The Incredible Man. And I love this version of this song. You can't be replaced. You're home. Turn it down and start again. You take a drink, you drown in it, and it's deeper than you think. They should be in shadow. One thing I like about Doug TenNapel is like he wants to do. He's kind of like down to do anything that he likes. In that, like, oh, I want to make a CD. I want a show on YouTube. You know, that kind of like I can relate to that. It's like I want to make a CD. I've made a bunch of music. No musician, but I tinker around with like music and just noises and stuff, and I just try to make what I can sometimes when I have time and when the mood strikes. But I did it a lot more when I was in high school and college. And now I'm making a book, a comic book. And and a YouTube show. Or, well, I guess it's a Twitch show too. And a Facebook show, come to think of it.
I saw the listening human heart
Lying in repose.
so vulnerable, beating and exposed. The human heart is a lustrous thing,
Let's
wondrous thing.
get a little closer.
The path of patience,
Lying open wide, it cannot hide the human heart.
as everybody knows. Rushing grandiose sentiments as a toilet overflows, throwing violent tantrums and prone to fits of rage. Can't keep still, it rolls around in its rib cage.
This is one of my probably top 3 Brian Duan songs. I like Feel the Brain, I like The Human Heart, and I don't know, Tobacco's But an Indian Weed. They are 3 phenomenal songs that come to the top of my mind. I like a lot of his album Words of Wisdom. That's a really good album, and you can hear it all for free on some website of his. It's like the album website. Let's see. Brian Duan. Words of. I guess you could hear it on Spotify too, but if you don't have Spotify, let's see here. There's a website where you can just listen to all the songs. It's a Bandcamp. Let's see. What's this stinking? Acetone BD. It's got some preposterous. I can't just say brianduan.com or something, but if you just look up Brian Duan Words of Wisdom, it's a Bandcamp that pops up, and you can just listen to the whole album. And it is, I would say it's worth buying. I love it, so many of those tracks. Carve That Possum. What is it called? There Was an Old Lady. Yeah, I think so. Horse Named Bill.
What kind of freak of nature forgives a heinous crime? As his toys as yet untraveled paths to the sublime.
This is a zither. A monstrous thing. It should be coming down. The human heart. It should, right? At least there, right? This is John Flansburgh's wife doing a cover of Randy Scouse Get live with some band. Randy Scouse Get by the Monkees.
She is a wonderful lady, and she's mine, all mine. And there doesn't a way that she won't come and blow my mind. It's too easy having
Which is great. So I love so much by the Monkees, and it's all because of John Flansburgh. He's a little obsessed with the Monkees, I think.
There are birds out on the sidewalk and a ballet at my door. He reminds me of a penguin with fume blasted hair, tapping powder on the letter, and the birthday boy is there.
Also, Robin Goldwasser here. I don't even know if this is the best example, but she's got an amazing voice. They use her from time to time in They Might Be Giants, but she's got she's got like this old school great singing voice. You know what's a good example of it? In Austin Powers 2, They Might Be Giants have a song called Dr. Evil, and she sings it, and it's a great piece of music. It's like a goofy take on the bad guy villain song from like James Bond movies. It's kind of like a spoof. It's really she belts it. This is also Doug Knaples' band Truck on their one CD they made called 4x4x4. You know? God bless me. I got some of his hair falling out. Doppelganger clan at Lake Titicaca. Daft Bog. The unexplained. By itself. Ooh, it's plain. More flat old world. Shadow's got to be going this way. Boy likes liquor much better than me. It's that Nancy Lynn Howell again, singing That Old World. This is music anyone might have a hard time finding on their own. Which is why I'm playing it, so I don't get taken down any of my channels. Okay, we're gonna give him make the cuffs of his jacket here. Oh. Brown boy likes liquor better than me. I'm not even that into country generally, but I like the stuff these friends of They Might Be Giants back in the day would do. Like these guys, Mark Donato, Nancy Lynn Howell, and their friends that got together in a few different iterations over the years. There's another lady, Laura Cantrell, who sings on one of their songs back in the day. She's got some good country music. Laura Cantrell. Actually, her Hello EP songs are actually on Spotify, so I won't play those. But those are really good. That's one of my favorite EPs that came out of John Flansburgh's Hello CD of the Month. I think she's the only one who's properly released it after the fact. She actually like put it out on like a CD, and you can download it at places. She's got a beautiful voice, Laura Cantrell. Here's a messed up Brian Duan song.
Let's get together after work and make up songs at my place. On the way home from our crummy jobs, we'll stop at the package store. And we'll play a broken instrument forevermore. We'll have a traffic island picnic and go nap on some grass, you know. We'll take off our shoes, take off our clothes, and take a dip in some swimming hole. The ice cream truck is idling, folks are out with folding chairs. I've got enough quarters to buy us all some bicycles and prayers. I'm pleased to meet you, summer, full of friendly girls and boys. We'll spend our evenings on the stoop and make a lot of noise. A golden Indian summer, I wish you one and all. And I'll pass along the peace pipe when I see you in the fall.
My hand's in ink. My hand's in wet ink. You gotta lift it up. You can't move when your hand lands in the ink. Okay. Oh, here's tobacco's but an Indian weed, but I think I gotta skip them because it's on one of his albums. The Max. Here's just rifling through some website, I think WFMU, and it was just, I found it one day, and The Max, this could be their only song, I don't know. And I think I've since found it on YouTube with another song, but I love this song. This was one of my favorite finds ever. The Max, I'm 37. I don't know, I'm probably wrecking this drawing, but Sometimes you just gotta be brave and see what happens. I love this song because of this cover. Who's doing this cover? I gotta find out. Richard Barone. Barone.
I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of the northeast wind.
Sailing on a summer dream.
Skipping over the ocean like a stream.
I forget who. Harry Nilsson does the original of this song. Getting some water. My tea's done. My 1 cup of tea for the day is done. I'm limiting myself on tea to see if it does any good for my voice. Caffeine, alcohol, smoking, they're all getting cut in my life a little bit. Smoking, I think I'm done with. I was smoking cigars here and there, and I think I'm done. I had some other eyeballs here. I don't think I'm going to do those. This is a Flat Old World song, but I don't recognize it. It's not from the EP. Maybe it is, I don't know. No, this is something from their website. Or something. This is something I got. I went searching for because they play part of it on They Might Be Giants podcast as kind of like pattern music. Oh, you know what? In fact, I might not want to play this track because I don't really know where. I'll let it go. I think it's from some soundtrack to some old movie. Yeah, no, actually, I probably shouldn't. I don't know. I'll skip to the next song. Boned by Brian Duan. This is the Brian Duan show, I guess. The Brian Duan Flat Old World show.
Diary made public by some clever dick. Your name be smirched by some fatuous prick. In this wicked world, in this wide world, someone's got to get boned. Stiffed. Someone's got to get stiffed.
Well, I think my roommates are home from somewhere.
Labor a lifetime and then get the axe. Get thanked with trinkets and doggy snacks. In this iniquitous world, in this short straw world, someone's got to get stiffed.
Putting these like black highlights, not highlights, they're just like a line of shadow on each tooth there. I imagine I don't want to do it right to the edge because there's going to be black here, you see. So this is his like uvula. But like then this is the whole of his throat back here. And I just wanted to separate the shadow on the teeth from the black of his throat. And so I just did a line kind of away from the edge, like on each of the teeth. That's the shadow. I think when I color it and I put color shadow in there, I think that'll work. I think that should be that'll kind of be the bounce light. It won't be exactly a highlight, but it'll be like the edge will kind of be like a little lighter than the core shadow. That's what I did on each of the teeth. Basically, it's a core shadow, and then these are like just lines of his mouth leading his throat, like shadows in the walls of his mouth. That's what I was thinking. An OG cavern.
And he's in a stew. It can
Eugene Chadbourne, ladies and gentlemen. People who vote for whoever gives food, I think is the name of this song.
11 years old, sifting through the rubble, trying to find his missing brother. Bewildered like everyone in this freezing town, faces pressed up against the walls of the cafes, trying to read what the death notices say. They died to eat, they're not criminals. They died for bread, that's not bad or good.
That's not bad. They died for bread, that's not bad or good.
For the third day, food failed to arrive. The crowd marched on the depot, demanding supplies. They knew about the food drop made the week before, and only 4 men were there to guard the door. They died to eat, they're not criminals. They died for bread, that's not bad or good. And people vote for whoever gives them food.
So there's a point yesterday when we were, me and Liam arrived at the restaurant that we went to, the Mongolian grill place, and we were waiting for our other brother Mike, who was like a last minute wanted to tag along, and so we were both waiting in Liam's car, and we were listening to music, and then Mike called, and we were on the phone with him for like 20 minutes while he was on his way, and it was funny because like after a while Liam kept like, he was doing this bit where he kept turning on the music while he was on the call with Mikey, and the bit was like Mike would finish a sentence and then Liam would be like, okay, and we'll be right back with we'll get right back to that after this or whatever. Like he would do it like a radio station and like bring up the music, like he like there's no music, and then he would like bring it up after Mike would finish a thought, and then after a while it was like Mike would say something and it would just like go to the music and it'd sound kind of the same, like depending on what he said, you know. And it was pretty funny, I guess. But the weird thing was Mike on the phone, he couldn't hear it, even though it was audible in the car. It was like some kind of like music advancement. I don't know, some phone technology that he could hear the music playing, and no matter how loud he put it, Mike couldn't hear it. Like I played music off my phone, which was connected to nothing, just to see. I was like, "You can hear this, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can hear that." And I'm like, "But you don't hear Blink-182 playing right now." He's like, "No." It was just weird. I was like, "What magic technology is that?"
People will vote for whoever gives them food.
This is Rough and Rocky by Flat Old World. This one I know. off the top of my head.
Darling, I have come to tell you, though it almost breaks my heart.
I love Mark Donato. He writes good songs, and I like his voice. But there's not enough of his music out there that I can find. I think he has one album on Spotify. I think it's, I don't know. The one song that I know that is on Spotify off the top of my head is called, whatever album it's on, I forget the name of the album or the band that it's under, but no, I can't think of the song. Oh, I think it's called the Losers Club or something, the band. But the Good Losers Club, the song is Waltz About Losing. Oh man, the Losers Club reminds me of a good friend of mine. Her dad died this week, and they had some kind of club at least when I was a kid, called the Losers Club, and I really liked that guy. That was sad. I'm very sad that he passed, even though I haven't seen him very much in a long time. That was sad. That hit me in the wrong spot when I heard about that. We love you, John. We miss you. Okay. Wide and deep. Oh, my baby, look the sweetest when she's in my arms asleep. Hideous. They belong where they belong. Okay, gonna try and get a fine line again. Again, I'm doing that by rolling my brush as I drag it, kind of trying to build a point while getting a little too much ink off. Hello. Oh, where'd you abscond off to? Did I use that word right? I think so. Where'd you disappear to?
Vegetable bin.
They belong where they belong. On the last panel for the day. If whenever somebody's in the chat and then they stop talking for a long time and then they go, "I'm back." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gone. I thought you just didn't want to talk."
Where you belong. I drop you off at the loony bin where you belong. You belong in a bin.
Oh, here's more spoon. I am Spoonbender. I'd say if just about anything got me in trouble, this channel would probably be, or on this broadcast, it'd be this music, but I don't know. I've looked for it in places and couldn't find it. Maybe not all the places. Trying to make this look like it's falling to the ground, this garment, this suit. It's recently emptied. Oh, you said you just had to do something. Nah, I just had to do something. This I found this song because I think it was Jonan Vasquez like put that he was listening to it somewhere, and I checked it out. And it's like a 3-song EP that I bought off of Amazon many years ago. It's late over here. I need to go. I don't blame you. It's getting late here too. Like I said, I wanted to start this this stream hours ago, and hours before I did anyway, and it just couldn't happen. But thanks for popping in. Thanks for checking it out. As always, I always like seeing you come in. It's 11:22. Here it's 10:22. p.m. How is that so? It's only like an hour ahead over there. Oh, I forgot. I was thinking Australia. That's Crimson. You're in Canada. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for popping in. What love? Good to see you. I appreciate you. Your interest. Have a good night. Oh, I love this song. This has been on They Might Be Giants podcast a couple times. Australia lives in the future. Nighty night. Ah, my people. My people. My people around the world. Isn't that great? Isn't that amazing? I have people around the world. Ten years had passed. So here's a background leg over here. I could love her. Let's see. If I never woke up again. This is a song I don't know the original too well, but I love this cover tremendously. How do you do? I don't even know who does the original. There's like an undershirt. Not an undershirt, but there's like a dress shirt with a suit coat over it. I forgot about that. Here's my Sakura jelly roll that I use for white sometimes. Sometimes it's not a good enough pen, and I'll use my Pentel Presto Jumbo Correction pen. This is definitely better for big duty white when you need to fix stuff, but sometimes it does the job where this thing can't, even on the small stuff. Me more. Yeah, that's what I'm living for. So I moved the camera to the side a little bit because I always notice when I watch stuff back, my left hand, it's always covering up the drawing as I'm drawing it. And that's not as interesting as being able to see it being drawn, right? Too bad I thought of it like an hour and a half into the... I don't know if I was doing that terribly this whole time, but I just thought of it a little while ago. What am I hearing? I think this is more Eugene Chadbourne madness. Yeah, it's definitely... Okay, the suit turned out a little bit better than I thought it was gonna. I'm gonna put this actually there. Grab that Jumbo correction pen. Sure, blinked. I don't know if that... I don't know how that looked on the viewer's side, but... It does that every once in a while, and I don't know why. Oh, so when I this my for my roommate, so he wouldn't have to like move my car. I try to do that when I can. So we have this narrow driveway, and we can't like go around each other lest one of the guys on the HOA board sees us and gets us in trouble and get some kind of like citation or something. So I try to move my. Now I could park in front of him, but usually I'm home later or something. Whatever the case is, I try to move my car early in the morning before he has to go to work. And when I moved my car this morning, it was raining, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, in a couple of weeks, this will be snow. And then I went back to bed for a little bit, and I got ready, and went to work myself. And then I opened the door, and it was snowing. I was like, oh, 2 weeks, nothing. Okay, I think I am done with this picture. So here we have this guy's got like a big old bug appendage coming out of his waist, much to his horror. And then he looks at his hands, and his hands are kind of like weird bug appendages now. And then his face turns to a bug. Then he is a bug, and his suit's empty. It's crawling away. I think I'm going to make some little skitter marks. And then get the white out again and break this line. With a little movement mark. Also going to do like a couple, like he's pushing that up with his body. And I didn't draw that back part of the tail in ink, so that's going to get erased. This little, I wanted to show his tail, but then it wouldn't look like he was coming out of the shirt. But there'll be another panel with this bug. Panel or two. Okay. So that's the page, everybody. Page, well, it says 208, but I'm not sure exactly what page it is. Anyway, it's time. Look at this. Look at this hair. Cover that up. No one wants to see that. So, what kind of composition is this? What kind of composition? There we go. That's a bit better. So I might be back tomorrow if I can make it happen. If I can't, because we've got our friends giving dinner tomorrow. We're having people over. I'm going to be cooking and all kinds of stuff. If I can make a stream happen, I'll draw something. Maybe not a page of Bonehead, maybe just some sketchbook stuff and something quick. Then I'll do it. But who's to say? But I'll be back some point this weekend, I'm sure. And then I think I'm free Monday, so I plan on arting it up on Monday. All right, everybody, this has been Ink the Book Show. Be sure, so you might not see a link at a moment, but I'm going to put a link tree as links to social media, and it has links to like my TeePublic shop, which has you can get t-shirts and mugs and stickers with my art on them. And then there's a Discord link. Somebody jump into the Discord and start talking. I've found I kind of like Discord, not when it's too busy, but when there's some action going. When I say too busy, that's not a problem on mine. On some people, I only follow like 2 or 3 people on there, and I can't keep up with the busy ones. But I'd like some more action on mine, so jump in there if you're a Discord guy or gal. Anyway, if you've never heard of it, we are the same in a way. I barely know what it is. Anyway, goodbye everybody. Here's some little bit of advice. I gotta come up with advice. Don't chew bubble gum and eat tacos at the same time. You'll regret it. You'll live to regret it. Goodbye everybody. I love you.